Trouble. Tinubu receives explosive message over his refusal to approve 250,000 naira minimum wage. Hello everyone, welcome back to Prospect Channels TV. Thank you for always coming out here. If you're just joining us, please kindly subscribe to this channel and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Barrister Kenneth Okonkwo, a prominent figure in the Labour Party, has publicly urged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to address the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC's) demand for a new minimum wage. The federal government has proposed a new minimum wage of 62,000 naira, which has been met with staunch opposition from the NLC and the Trade Union Congress (TUC), who have countered with a demand for 250,000 naira. Okonkwo, in an interview with Vanguard, expressed bewilderment at the Tinubu administration fiscal priorities. He criticized the government for rejecting the NLC's demand, labeling them as reasonable and objective. He highlighted that the NLC did not implement the policies causing economic hardship and therefore should not be made to bear the brunt of the consequences. Kenneth Okonkwo urged the Nigerian possesses ample resources but is hindered by corrupt and incompetent leadership. Okonkwo also pointed out the inconsistency in the government stance, highlighting that while substantial sums are spent on infrastructure and personal luxuries, the same government claims it cannot afford to meet the NLC's wage demand. He referenced various expenditures, including 6 billion naira for a National Assembly car park and the additional funds allocated for the Vice President's residence. These expenditures, he argued, reflects a misplacement of priorities when the majority of Nigerians struggle to make ends meet. His words: the NLC is not responsible for the policy causing hardship in Nigeria. The country has sufficient resources and manpower, but the issue lies with incompetent and corrupt leaders. It is unfair for NLC and its workers to bear the consequences. How can elected government officials become billionaires overnight, while NLC members have been working for years without such wealth? The government now aims to exploit the pension fund after borrowing and squandering money. They plan to misuse the pension fund to buy private jets. The NLC's demands are reasonable and objective. If the government claims they cannot afford it, they should offer a reasonable alternative. The federal government must revise its policies to prioritize the security and welfare of the people, rather than indulging in selflessness and greed. The government should place the love of the country above their personal interests. The federal government is focusing on trivial matters while ignoring critical issues. It is disheartening that while people's homes are metaphorically burning, the government is concerned with acquiring a presidential jet, a purchase that contradicts their promises to Nigerians. They have borrowed 17 billion naira in a year to buy a president jet. Additionally, 6 billion naira has been spent on a car park for National Assembly members and 21 billion naira on a house for the Vice President, who already had an adequate residence. The former Vice President, Osinbajo, even stated he did not need a new house. Yet, 21 billion naira was spent within a year. The government spent $20 billion on the Chief of Staff's house, allocate billions to the President's wife, and then claims he cannot afford to pay workers 60 62,000 naira as a minimum wage, despite spending over 50,000 naira to fuel their cars. These government actions are baffling, especially with the exchange rate reaching 2,000 naira per dollar under their regime after removing subsidy. The NLC has criticized the government for its lavish spending and meets economic hardship, emphasizing the disparity between the wages of ordinary workers and the extravagant lifestyle of government officials. Kenneth Okonkwo echoed this sentiment, questioning the moral and economic rationale behind such decisions. He stressed the need for the government to focus on policies that prioritize the welfare and security of the people over personal and political interest. As the debate over the new minimum wage continues, the government faces mounting pressure to reconcile its fiscal policies with the economic realities its citizens. The NLC and TUC remain stand first in their demands, advocating for a minimum wage that reflect the cost of living and economic conditions in Nigeria. So guys, what's your take on this? Let's hear from you. Kindly drop your comments below the comment section. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Please share this video, let it go viral. Let Nigerians understand what is going on in the Nigerian political landscape. Thank you and bye for now.